We have built an entire civilization on an exhausting premise. To get anywhere, you have to push. Success requires relentless exertion, dominance, and the ability to force your will onto the world. This constant striving upward creates massive friction. It leads to chronic burnout and frequent systemic failure, whether in global geopolitics or our own personal lives. Perhaps this instinct for force is backward. We may actually be swimming against the natural current of the universe. Over 2.5 millennia ago, the Tao Te Ching introduced a radical thesis. True sovereignty is achieved by flowing downward, toward the lowest possible point. Lasting influence requires abandoning our biological instincts for dominance. We have to embrace a counterintuitive strategy, the power of radical stillness. To understand the first paradox, we must investigate how a powerful entity actually accumulates its mass. This diagram illustrates the low-lying, down-flowing stream. Water seeks the lowest point, becoming the center where all streams gather. The text observes the female overcomes the male through stillness, a gravitational abasement. The lowest point passively absorbs energy without exerting outward force. A great empire wins over smaller states by lowering itself to them, making military force unnecessary. The smaller state simply wishes to be received and to serve. When the great state practices humility, both sides get exactly what they desire. Yielding functions as a calculated gravitational strategy for accumulating unshakable power. The second paradox redefines the ultimate status symbol for a sovereign leader. Historical markers of supreme wealth were unmistakable, a flawless disk of green jade presented to the Son of Heaven, followed by 4 horses. The Tao is infinitely more valuable than this unimaginable material wealth, even if it is presented to a ruler while humbly kneeling on the floor. This value stems from the Tao's specific utility. It acts as a universal guard that graces the good, protects the bad, and allows the guilty to escape the lasting stain of their actions through realignment. Physical wealth and traditional status symbols are vulnerable to seizure or destruction. True value remains entirely invisible and operational. The practice of Wu Wei, acting without acting, serves as a mechanical framework for solving massive, terrifying problems. This chart plots problem difficulty over time. Every difficult thing arises from a previous state where it was easy. The master achieves greatness by deliberately refusing to do great things. By zooming in on microscopic interventions, they flatten the curve before it rises. Tasks that seem too easy are inherently dangerous. Anticipating difficulty while a problem is small is the only way to prevent future crises. Effortless success is the mathematical result of addressing friction at the micro level before it gains mass. These 3 paradoxes reveal a worldview centered on the ultra-efficient, highly strategic deployment of energy. This strategy replaces the modern obsession with brute force, with the steady intelligence of natural flow and gravity. You no longer need to fight your way to the top of the hierarchy. If you practice humility and prioritize the intangible over the material, the mass of the world naturally moves toward you. Attacking friction when it is tiny remains the only sustainable way to manage complex systems or empires. To conquer the great, you must master the small. To move forward, you must first learn the immense power of standing completely still.